I have 3 young children, and from time to time they don't get along. And if you have young children or have had young children, you know what I'm talking about. And as a father, I can't stand to see my children upset with each other. I can't stand to see them fighting and arguing. And what makes it worse sometimes is when they argue and fight about things that are just so silly. In fact, today I came home from work and found out that my kids have been arguing and yelling and name calling because someone got in the car at the wrong time. Silly, silly things. And as a father, what I try to remind them of is we're a family. We love each other. We don't fight about silly things, and really there's some big things sometimes that we don't fight about because we love each other and we make concession for each other and we try to help one another. I think about the song, angry words, oh, let them never from the tongue unbridled slip. Let the heart's best impulse ever check them ere they soil the lip. You know, the best impulse is to check those words. The first impulse is to let them out, isn't it? The best impulse is to check them. And then the chorus, this is why we don't have angry words, is because love one another, thus saith the Savior, children, obey the blessed command. And that is the command that we read about in 1 John chapter 4. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. And he who does not love does not know God, for God is love. And that kind of love doesn't include angry words. Maybe that song should be one that we commit to memory over the next few days and months and all of our life, really. Because there's opportunities for us to say some very hurtful, angry words that at the end of the day aren't going to matter to eternity. And I wonder how many times God looks down on our tweets and on our Facebook and just things that we say to each other and shakes his head and says, why must you, my children, fight about things so silly? Why must you use these angry words when I taught you to love? You're a family. You're supposed to be lifting each other up and making concessions for each other to help each other out. You know, as parents, when we see our kids fighting over silly things, we shake our head and wonder why in the world they would do such a thing. And yet sometimes as God's children, we can be guilty of doing the same thing. Let me encourage you this week to not use angry words, but instead to love one another and show God's love to everyone you meet. I love you. Have a great day.